My stepmother kept my daughter's hearing aids in a drawer for a week because they made her look slow. So at Christmas dinner, I asked her to repeat herself twice, and then a third time. Maya is 6. She's worn hearing aids since she was 2. Tiny purple ones with glitter she picked out herself. Without them, she gets maybe 30% of what you say, and only if she's watching your mouth. We spent Thanksgiving week at my dad's house. My stepmother, Carol, has never liked that Maya is different. Her word. At dinner that Thursday, she leaned over and whispered, "Do you have to make her wear those at the table?" People stare. I said, "She wears them because she can't hear without them." Carol smiled that tight smile. In my day, we didn't advertise these things. I let it go. I shouldn't have. The next morning, Maya couldn't find her aids. We tore the guest room apart, checked her backpack, the car, under the bed. Maya kept signing where with her little hands, close to crying. I told her we'd find them, and for a week I thought she'd lost them at a park. For a week, my daughter lived in silence. She stopped talking as much. She got clingy, scared, wouldn't leave my side. I booked an audiologist to get replacements molded. $400, 3-week wait. Then, packing to leave for Christmas, I opened the drawer in Carol's sewing room looking for tape. And there they were, both of them, tucked in a folded washcloth like she was hiding a ring. I stood there holding them. Carol walked in, saw my face, saw my hand. "Oh," she said, "I meant to give those back. You had them the whole week." She didn't even flinch. She looked slow with them in Rachel, bug-eyed. I did her a favor. A week off, nobody staring. You'll thank me when she's older and she blends in. I put the aids in Maya's ears right there. Watched her whole face change when the room came back to her. She grabbed my leg and wouldn't let go. I didn't scream. I smiled and said, "You're right, Carol. Let's not make a scene. Christmas is coming." She thought she'd won. Christmas dinner. 12 people. My dad, my aunt, cousins, Carol at the head of the table next to me like always. Maya beside me with her aids in, glitter catching the candlelight. Carol tapped her glass. "Before we eat, I'd like to say a few words about family." I turned to her. "Sorry, Carol, what did you say?" She repeated it louder. I said I'd like to say a few words. I leaned in, hand cupped behind my ear. "What?" "Say that again." She frowned and said it a third time, almost shouting now. The whole table gone quiet. "A few words about family." I nodded slowly. "Wow, that's exhausting, isn't it? Having to repeat yourself 3 times just to be understood. Feeling everybody stare while you do it." Her face started to fall. I reached into my purse and set the folded washcloth on the table. Unwrapped it. Empty now, but everyone recognized the shape of the crease. "For anyone who doesn't know," I said, loud and clear, "Carol took Maya's hearing aids the night after Thanksgiving, hid them in her sewing drawer. My daughter went a week unable to hear a single voice in her own family because Carol decided a deaf child at the table embarrassed her. My aunt set down her fork. "Tell me that isn't true." Carol's mouth opened. Nothing came out. She looked slow. I said, quoting her exactly, "That's the word you used to my face. Say it again for the table. Go on. I'll even lean in." "Rachel, She looked around at 11 faces and found no help in any of them. I was trying to protect her from hearing, from her own grandmother's voice. I turned to Maya, who was watching everyone's mouths, trying to follow. I signed to her slow, "You're perfect, every part of you." She signed it back. My dad stood up. "Carol, go pack a bag. It's Christmas." "I know what day it is." His voice cracked. "That's a child. That's my grandchild. Go." Carol looked at me one last time, waiting for me to soften, to smooth it over like I always did. I cupped my hand behind my ear. "Sorry," I said. "Didn't catch that."